So today we'll discuss about the crystal field theory. Okay. So before this crystal field theory, we have already studied this valence bond theory and how this valence bond theory. Okay, there are certain limitations to this valence bond theory that it is not means showing colors. Okay, that it does not provide any explanation. Okay, for the color of the coordination compounds. Then whatever the structure which is predicted, it may not always correct. Okay, so the experimental the way by which when it is observed, it may have some difference between the structure. So and there is that we cannot predict the spin. Okay, whether it is a it does not explain the high spin or low spin. So that were the limitations that has been overcome with the help of this theory. It is most widely accepted. Okay, so crystal field theory. So CFT, okay. So it is based on the assumptions. Okay, so this theory is based on the assumptions. So what are these assumptions? So following are the assumptions. So one by one we'll see what are the assumptions of this crystal field theory. Okay, which is used in coordination chemistry. Okay, so very first in this, okay, is the ligands are treated as a point charges. Okay, so ligands which are attached, okay, to the central metal ion, and these ligands are treated as a point charges. Okay, ligands are treated as point charges. Okay, treated as point charges. So based on this, okay, based on this, that the ligands are what point charges, having some charge, and the interaction between metal ion and the ligand is purely electrostatic. So whatever the interaction that will take place, okay, interaction whatever take so the what interaction which will be takes place, okay, interaction between metal ion, interaction between metal ion and this ligands. Okay, and ligands. So this interaction is purely electrostatic. Okay, this is purely electrostatic, as we are saying that these ligands are treated as a point charges. Okay, point charges. So their interaction between these metal ion and the ligands is purely electrostatic. Okay, so this is the very first assumption that we have to consider, that the attraction between them is what? It is a kind of a electrostatic attraction, or it is interaction between them is a electrostatic interaction. Okay, between metal ion and the ligands. Okay, so there are no orbital interaction. Okay, what it means then? There is no orbital interaction will be there. There will be no orbital interaction between metal ion, okay, and ligands, as what we have seen in case of valence bond theory. There is the interaction between orbitals of metal ion and orbitals of this ligands. Okay, when they will get overlap. So that's what they it was happening, that hybridization. Okay, we were getting hybridization, but here there will be no any interaction. Okay, so this thing you will have to pay attention towards. Okay, crystal field theory. So this is very first assumption. Okay, so in an isolated gaseous material, metal ion, the 5d orbitals. Okay, so we know that the 5d orbitals. Okay, orbitals क्या है? 5d orbitals. So the orbitals are what? D x square y square. Okay, दूसरा जो है डी जेड स्क्वेयर, नेक्स्ट है डी एक्स वाई, next है dy z, and the next is zx, dzx. So these are the 5 orbitals. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 orbitals of the d orbitals. Okay, so these are the 5d orbitals. Okay, of d orbitals. So in this way they have same energy. Okay, so they will have a same energy, they will have same energy. So when we talk about the same energy, there is a one term called as a degenerate. Okay, called as a degenerate. What is the meaning of this degenerate? Is having a same energy in all these orbitals. Whenever these orbitals are having the same energy, okay, so these are called as a degenerate. Okay, degenerate, this is the word that you have to remember. which is used for having a same energy in orbital system. Okay, so these all these orbitals will have a same amount of energy. So this is what the assumption. Okay, this is what the very first assumption, that the interaction is between metal ion and the ligands is a electrostatic interaction, because we are considering ligand as a point charges, and these orbital d orbital, okay, total 5 orbitals are present in d subshell, and that's why these will have a same energy. Okay, same energy means these are degenerate. Okay, these are having a degenerate orbitals, we can say degenerate orbital. So this is very first assumption. Second assumption is what? When the ligand approaches, okay, so when this ligand approaches the metal ion, they create crystal field around the metal ion. Okay, so when we know that these ligands, okay, ligands which will be surrounding to the metal ion, so these ligands when approach near to, okay, when they approach the metal ion, when they approach the metal ion, जब metal ion के पास वो approach करेंगे, okay, they create crystal field. Okay, they create crystal field. Okay, so that's why crystal field theory, crystal field. Okay, so these ligands, they will create a crystal field surrounding to the metal ion. Okay, surrounding to the metal ion, and if it were symmetrical, okay, if अगर ये symmetrical है, the degeneracy of d orbital remain intact, remain unaffected. Okay, and if, okay, and if this field, if this field, if this field is symmetrical, we know that anything which is a symmetrical, okay, अभी ये जो field है, okay, so whatever the field which is surrounding to this metal ion, if it is symmetrical, then it will maintain its degeneracy. Okay, it will maintain means what? It will intact its degeneracy. Okay, degeneracy. So what is the meaning of that? It will remain, it will degenerate means what? It will have same energy. So due to this, okay, due to this creation of a crystal field by the ligands, still the degeneracy is maintained. The amount of energy which is possessed by that orbital, it will be maintained. Okay, it will be there will be no any change, and that's why we will say that the orbitals remain intact. Okay, so the orbital will remain intact. Okay, maintain degeneracy of orbital. Okay, orbital. Okay, because this degenerate orbitals, okay, we are calling this. So usually the field created is not symmetrical. Okay, अगर ये symmetrical है तभी ये energy equal रहेगी. Okay, but generally क्या होता है? Okay, usually this is not symmetrical. Okay, whatever the crystal field, okay, surrounding to the metal ion, which is given by these ligands when approach the metal ion, they create a crystal field surrounding. Okay, so if this crystal field is a symmetrical, then it will maintain the degeneracy of the orbital. What is that degeneracy of the orbital? It will have the same, it will keep the energy of that orbital same. But what happens if it is not symmetrical? So the degeneracy is destroyed. What will happen? The degeneracy will be destroyed. Okay, so degeneracy will be destroyed. Okay, destroy हो जाएगी, वो खत्म हो जाएगी, means what? Now they will possess a different energy. All these 5 orbitals, okay, this d orbitals, all these 5 d orbitals will possess a different energy. Okay, so the d orbitals thus split into two sets. Okay, and what will happen? This will splits into, yes, two set, दो set में. Okay, so what are that two sets? Okay, so one is dxy, d yz and dzx. Okay, तो ये एक पार्ट में ये स्प्लिट अप हो जाएगा. Okay, and this is referred as, okay, referred as T2G. Okay, this is the nomenclature for these three orbitals. Okay, दो सेट में. And another, the next set is what? कौन सा बच गया इसमें? Yes, dx square, y square and d, yes, z square. Okay, so these one set which will be referred as Eg. Okay, so these are the two sets. Okay, this is one set and this is another set of the orbitals which will split it into two parts. Why this will split into two parts? Because of unsymmetrical crystal field surrounding to metal ion. Okay, so unsymmetrical होने के कारण it will destroy its degeneracy, and the energy possessed by this set and this set will be different, and that is given with the nomenclature T2G and EG. So this is the nomenclature which is given for these two sets. These are two sets of orbitals now have a different energies. Okay, so these two sets. Okay, these two sets will have a different energy, as I said earlier. Okay, so they will have a different energy, and that's why they are splitting up. If they will possess the same energy, then the degeneracy of the orbital will be maintained, but that is only the case in case of the symmetrical. Okay, but it is not symmetrical, means it is when it is unsymmetrical, that time the degeneracy will be destroyed. उसमें जो energy possess है, okay, so that will get destroyed and the split into two different energy levels. Okay, so a separation of energies of these two sets of the orbitals is crystal field splitting parameter. So just now we have seen how the splitting of this takes place. Okay, so the amount of energy which separates it, okay, the amount of energy which separates one set and another set. अभी ये देखो दोनों भी सेट क्या हो गए, अलग अलग डिवाइड हो गए. Okay, so a separation of energies. Okay, so this separation of energies, okay, this separation of energies of two sets, okay, of these two sets of d orbital. Okay, d orbital है ये वाले. Okay, d orbital. Okay, is crystal field splitting parameter. Is what? Crystal field, that is called as crystal field splitting parameter. Okay, crystal field splitting parameter, that is called as a crystal field splitting parameter. Okay, so this is about what crystal field parameters. Okay, so we have already completed these assumptions. Okay, what is that assumption? Very first is ligands are treated as a point charges. Okay, interaction is electrostatic, and these d orbitals, these are the d orbitals, will possess same or same energy. But generally, okay, the ligands when approach the metal, okay, so they create a crystal field surrounding that, and if it is a symmetrical, they maintain the degeneracy, and if it is not symmetrical, the degeneracy will be destroyed. And how this, when the degeneracy is destroyed, what is its effect over the d orbital, that we are studying right now. ओके, तो जब ये डिजेनरेसी खत्म हो जाएगी, उनमें जो एनर्जी लेवल है, ओके, उन पांचों ऑर्बिट में, डी ऑर्बिटल में, वो क्या रहेगी, अलग अलग हो जाएगी, एंड दिस विल split into two sets. What is that set? One with energy, okay, with dxy, dyz and dzx will have same energy, and another set, that is dx square y square and dz square, it will have the another different energy. So that's why this is categorized into, okay, split into two sets. Okay, so these two sets will have a different energy. Now this will have a different energy and this will have different energy, means what, there is a certain gap, there is a some separation between the energy level. बराबर है, इसके और इसके एनर्जी लेवल में कुछ तो भी डिफरेंस होगा. So that separation of energies of these two sets, that is called as a crystal field splitting parameter. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Crystal field splitting parameter. And this crystal field splitting parameter, okay, is denoted by, yes, which is denoted by, this is denoted by, yes, delta naught. Okay, अभी ये नॉट किस लिए? This knot is for the for octahedral. Okay, this is for octahedral. Okay, this is for octahedral. Okay, this is for octahedral. Okay, so in this way, this is what the first two assumptions. Okay, this is first two assumptions. Okay, we'll move towards the next, that is third assumption. Okay, देखते हैं. Okay, what is the third assumption? Yes. Now the third assumption. Okay, first one and two we have completed. Okay, so right now we'll see the third assumption. So third assumption is whatever the this parameter. Okay, splitting parameter. We have said that crystal field splitting parameter. So delta naught, which is a crystal field splitting parameter. Okay, for octahedral. Okay, for octahedral. So which depends on strength of the ligand. अभी ये जो है ये किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा? Okay, this factor crystal field splitting parameter which will be depends, okay, which will be depends on strength, okay, which will be depends on strength of ligand, okay, depend on strength of ligand पर depend करता है. Okay, so how it depends on the strength of the ligands? Okay, so ligands are then classified as, okay, then ligands are classified as very first, okay, strong field ligands, okay, are strong field ligands, okay, strong field, write it in downward. Okay, so ligands are classified as, yes, very first one is strong field. Okay, strong field ligand. Okay, strong field ligand, and another one is a weak field ligand. Okay, so now we'll see. Okay, one is a strong field and another one is a weak field. Okay, so I will write here. Okay, yes, weak field ligand. So what is this strong field and weak field ligands? We will see. Okay, strong field ligands and weak field ligands. So when the strong and weak field ligands, okay, are classified, when the delta naught, okay, that is crystal field splitting parameter, it depends on the strength of the ligand, and based on the strength of the ligand, it is classified into two parts. या तो हो सकता है strong field हो, बराबर है, strong crystal field surrounding a metal ion, okay, strong हो सकती है crystal field, या फिर field क्या हो सकती है, weak हो सकती है. Okay, so this crystal field we are talking about the which is acting on metal ion के ऊपर ये act हो रहा है crystal field. वो कौन act कर रहा है? This ligands are creating a crystal field over surrounding to the metal ion. Okay, so two types of crystal field, okay, two types of these ligands may be present, because of which this delta naught, okay, crystal field splitting parameter will be depends. So strong field ligands. So now what happens in case of strong field ligands? These are those, okay, these are those in which, okay, in this donor atoms, okay, in these donor atoms, in these donor atoms are, in these donor atoms are, yes, carbon, nitrogen, okay, phosphorus, okay. So in this way आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे कार्बन है, नाइट्रोजन है, फॉस्फोरस, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस Cn minus, okay, Cn minus, or we can say Nc minus if it is nitrogen. डोनर अगर कार्बन है, डोनर अगर नाइट्रोजन है, okay, I will this we will discuss about it. Then CO, then NH3, okay, EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetate, EDTA, and EN. Okay, and next one is EN, ethylene diamine. So these are the examples. Okay, these are the examples where the donor atoms are what? Carbon, nitrogen और phosphorus. अगर donor atom carbon है, nitrogen है, देखो यहाँ पे carbon है. Okay, means it will give a strong field ligand. Okay, it will be strong field ligand. If the donor atom is nitrogen, it will be a strong field ligand. If the donor atom is a carbon, yes, donor atom is a nitrogen, ethylene diamine, उसमें भी carbon carbon. Okay, so in this way, the donor atoms, if are carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus, these will form a strong field ligands. Okay, these will form a strong field ligands, and they cause a larger splitting of d orbital. Okay, and what happens due to this? Okay, they cause, okay, they cause, yes, they cause larger splitting of d orbital, they cause larger splitting, okay, they cause larger splitting of this d orbital, okay, larger splitting of d orbital, d orbitals. So in this way, larger splitting of d orbitals and pairing of electrons is favored. Okay, and what happens? Pairing of electron. Okay, pairing of electron is favored. Okay, so how it is favored? That also we will discuss. Okay, so this is about the strong field ligand. This is about the strong field ligands in which the donor atoms are carbon, nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, from that ligand, उस ligand में से carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus अगर donor atom है, so it will form a strong field ligand. Okay, the next one in which, okay, so these ligands tend to form low spin complexes. Okay, so these are the points that we will write here. Okay, about this. So yes, the next is they cause yes, these ligands tend to form. Okay, these these ligands. Okay, tends to form. Okay, they tends to form low spin complexes. Okay, होता क्या है? They form a low spin complexes. These will form low spin complexes. Okay, so they cause a larger splitting of d orbital and the pairing of electron is favored. Okay, and these are the donor atoms in case of strong field. Now we'll see the parameters in case of weak field ligand. So weak field ligands are those in which the donor atoms, okay, so in which the donor atoms, if we see its donor atoms, so these donor atoms, okay, so are halogens. Okay, कौन से है? Donor atoms are halogens, halogen compound members, group number 60, so group number 17. Okay, group number 17 members again. Yes, so yes, so in case of weak field ligands, the donor atoms are halogens. Okay, then it may be uh, again further it will have oxygen. Okay, oxygen bhi hai. Okay, oxygen or sulfur. Okay, so in this way, if it has halogen, oxygen or sulfur. Okay, so these are the donor atoms in case of the weak field ligands. Okay, so examples. Okay, like suppose halogens are what? F minus. Okay, halogen group member. Okay, yes, group say 17 members. Okay, so fluorine, this is a chlorine. Okay, Cl minus, Br minus. Okay, iodine is I minus. Okay, yes, then yes, Cn minus, आप देख सकते हो इसमें सल्फर. Okay, C2O4. Okay, C2O4. So in this oxygen, okay, in this oxygen, so these are all the cases. Okay, in case of weak field ligand, so these, if these are the donor atoms, okay, then this will create a weak field ligand. Okay, this will create a weak field ligand. So in case of these ligands, the delta, okay, in this case the value of delta naught parameter is smaller. Okay, delta naught parameter, that is crystal field splitting parameter. Okay, so here in case of this, they cause a larger splitting of d orbital. Okay, so but here in case of this, the delta naught parameter is smaller. Okay, delta naught parameter, okay, parameter is smaller. But in case of, this, okay, it will have, okay, delta naught जो रहेगा ये क्या रहेगा? ज्यादा रहेगा. Okay, delta naught parameter will be what? Larger parameter. Okay, larger splitting. Okay, larger splitting parameter, larger, that is crystal field splitting parameter will be larger in case of strong field ligands. Okay, so yes, delta naught is smaller as compared to the energy required for the pairing of the electrons, and which is called as electron pair energy. So the ligands then can be arranged in order of their increasing field strength. Okay, so now we'll see the ligands. Okay, these ligands are arranged. Okay, these ligands are arranged. Okay, are arranged in order of their increasing field strength. In order of increasing field strength. Okay, so this is the general parameter actually. Okay, so this is what difference between strong field and a weak field. Okay, strong field and weak field. So now we'll see the arrangement. Okay, the ligands, how these are arranged in order of their increasing. Okay, so ligands. Okay, how these ligands, okay, can be arranged. Okay, are arranged. These are arranged uh, in order of their increasing field strength. In order of increasing, in order of their increasing field strength. In order of their increasing field strength. So field strength will be maximum. Okay, in we have seen two classifications: strong field ligands, okay, and another one is a weak field ligand. So चलो देखते हैं increasing yes order. So increasing order. So iodine, okay, minus is having weak field as compared with the Br minus. अगर दोनों में देखा जाए तो फील्ड किसकी ज्यादा रहेगी? Okay, field strength will be maximum in Br minus. Okay, Br minus से भी ज्यादा है Cl minus में. Cl minus से भी ज्यादा है सल्फर S2 माइनस में. Then F minus में फ्लोरीन इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट. Okay, then next hydroxide OH minus. Okay, then C2O4 2 minus. Then in case of H2O, okay, H2O में ज्यादा रहेगी. H2O से भी that this compound, okay, which is attached with nitrogen. Then EDTA, okay, ethylene diamine tetraacetate. Okay, then EN रहेगा. Yes, NH3 and NH3 के बाद EN. Yes, ethylene diamine. Then CN minus, and last one is a CO. Yes, which one is having higher field strength? So this CO, carbon monoxide, is having higher field strength among all these, and I minus is having a lesser field strength. Okay, इसमें जो field strength है ये क्या है? Lesser है. Okay, so this is what we can say is the arrangement. Okay, arrangement in order of their, okay, increasing field strength. Field strength के accordingly. Okay, in this way there is a increasing field strength. Okay, so now let us understand splitting of d orbitals and formation of octahedral complex. So how octahedral complex it is forming? So that parameter we will see how the splitting of orbitals are taking place. Okay, in a crystal field theory. Okay, so we'll see splitting of d orbital. Okay, what is that? Splitting. Yes. So splitting of